Hey everyone, it's AKB Gaming. Welcome to part 2 of the permadeath series. If you haven't checked out the first one, please do check out in the comments down below. I will make a playlist of this, but this is part number 2, where of course I fight a Deathclaw. Managed to get to here, and let's see how I get on. So unfortunately the answer was I died, so I held a very quick funeral for Permaman number 1, and then Permaman number 2 was born, and then let's see how that goes. So, like the first playthrough, I met Codsworth, I beat up a couple of boat flies, I decided to do something epic. I also decided to hit Codsworth because I was panicking and didn't want to die. And so, yeah, it was going really well. Then, of course, we went over to see Dogmeat, the cutest dog in game history. Argue with me in the comments down below, but I love Dogmeat, and if I could have that dog in real life, I would. And then after that, we went over to Concord. Now, this had to be a little bit of a different tactic. I realised that the Deathclaw had killed me, so I come up with the wonderful and most clever idea, that was to start going exploring, looking at different locations, and actually trying to find some stim packs. Because last time I ran out of stim packs, and I thought if I'm going to fight the Deathclaw, the best idea is to keep my stim packs a bit higher. So I met a couple of ghouls, and they were a little bit more epic than I expected. I forget that this is Fallout 4, not Fallout 76, and this is how this little thing went. So, once again, held a short funeral for Permaman 2, and then up steps Permaman number 3. Now, I really needed to start thinking about the way that I was going to play this game, because I do not want to be at the start on Permaman 10, because number 1, you'll get bored, number 2, I will just break my PC. So I had to come up with a couple of little ideas, which was as follows. And that was to get better at combat, remember how to use stim packs. That was why Permaman Death 2 happened, really. Also, learn what perks are better. So I thought that Lone Wanderer pairs with Dogmeat, which is going to help a little bit by taking less damage. Also, start getting some magazines. So, like, permanently take 5% less from melee attacks from the Deathclaw. And number 3 was make sure that I had the right amount of things like stim packs and chems. So also looking at the weapons that I'm only allowed to use, I am having these like pipe pistols, etc. in there because I will sell them when I get to Diamond City. But in the end, worked out that the tire iron was still probably the best because of the speed, etc. So quite happy with that. So then I decided it was attempt number 3 at the Deathclaw. Let's see how I get on. So with this Deathclaw encounter, I thought to myself to try and be a little bit cleverer. What that meant was not going in all guns blazing. At the start, what I realised was that I was just taking out the raiders. And that is probably one of the most stupidest things if you want to do this Deathclaw at low level, especially with a melee. I'm having to be up close. So I came up with the idea of actually halfway through, which was really stupid of me, and that was to actually let the Deathclaw just take out the raiders. Of course, Dogmeat got injured early on. I was like, well, I'm going to leave you. That was the eureka moment there, which was like, leave the raiders. Let them do some of the damage. Like, if they're going to get hurt, then that works pretty well. So I let the Deathclaw take some of the damage from the raiders, and then I came up with my second tactic, which was basically hide in the church. The Deathclaw cannot get in the church, which is a much nicer and easier way. What that allowed me to do was to keep refreshing my action points and going out and then attacking and then going back in and being able to heal. That gave me more time to react. So this is where panic actually set in. The fusion core actually ran out, and what happens in power armor is you are not able to VATS once you run out of juice. So that meant that my tactic initially went wrong, and this is where the Deathclaw really started hurting, and then my health started going down. I started spamming the living hell out of stim packs, and I thought to myself, I have to do this. I need to. I do not want to be stuck resetting myself. So let's see how the final part of the battle goes. So, as I'm making my way back to Sanctuary, finally killing that Deathclaw, I want some of your help in this community. I really want this series to take off, so I need your help. What would you like to see in this Fallout 4, of course, permadeath series? Where should I go next? If you've got tips, please leave some comments down below on the best ways that I should be able to get through this. I want to 100% this game without dying. We've got onto the third character. We've probably got through the hardest part of the game initially, without, of course, setting off traps or something like that. But I really would like your input. So please leave some comments down below, and that will help me, of course, decide how to do part 3. But if you have watched all this way, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, share it to your friends, share it into your social groups, and if you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe, because I've got a lot more Fallout 76 content incoming. I'm going to probably do some Football Manager when that comes out, because that's one of my favourite series, and of course I'm going to continue playing this game. But up next on the channel, probably going to be uploaded about sort of 8-9 o'clock tonight UK time, will be the rolling versus crafting experiment that I've been meaning to do for a very long time. So take it easy, people. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.